Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to the people who are seeing it again. Today is around 7 o'clock in the morning, something like 6:50ish, and this is such a windy morning. I really love it. Like this feels very peaceful and loving. So it's a good time to record this video and share the nice thoughts with you all. So, yesterday we were reading Cleo Wade's Heart Talk, where we discussed how to clean our thoughts. How having clean thoughts does not mean we will never have dark thoughts. We will never go into a thinking pattern where we may have difficult, dark thoughts. It's important that we bring ourselves back from that space, that thoughts, so that it does not affect our reality. So, and also why it is important for us to clean our thoughts, because clean thoughts bring a cleaned vibe in us, and that cleaned vibe attracts people who resonate with that. And it's always good to have people who 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 resonate with our vibe, who give us that support when we need it, instead of we having a different kind of energy and being around people with another different set of kind of energy, and that does not make us feel good, that does not make our life peaceful. So today we are going to discuss about self love, and how to give that love to ourselves. People have all kinds of people know all kinds of behavior, all kinds of ways to show love to their loved ones. But I'm pretty sure a majority percentage of people in this world do not know how to give love to ourselves. And even I did not know. And I'm starting this journey of learning about how to give love to myself, because when it comes to giving love, I'm very good at it. I'm very good at giving love to people who are close to me, but I'm the closest to myself, and I don't know how to do that. I found a chapter in this book where she writes about love yourself enough, and that gave me some idea about how I can show love to myself. I wanted to share that with you. So let's get started. Love yourself enough is the title of this chapter. Love yourself enough to walk into only the rooms and situations that show care and love for you. Love yourself enough to walk into only the rooms that show love and affection and care for you. Because if you are surrounded with love, only then you can give it to yourself. But if you are surrounded with criticism, scrutiny, bad vibes, how are you going to give love to yourself? You will internalize all those negative talks, and you will start giving it to yourself. So the first point of loving yourself is to take yourself only to those rooms, only to those situations where you experience love, care, support. Love yourself enough to walk out of rooms that harm you anyway. And yes, we do not have the control or the idea before a situation that how it is going to turn out in most of the times. So if it turns out to be a situation where your self-worth, your self-identity, your self-image, your emotions, your feelings, your self gets harmed in any way, take yourself out of that room, walk out of that room, bring yourself back to your home, which is you. Bring yourself back. This is the most important thing when it comes to self love, because as I said, when we stay longer in situations or places or with people who give us these, who make us feel lesser than what we are, we tend to imagine ourselves from a light of lesser than what we are, and we don't want that. We want to rise till our potential and even make bigger, even increase that potential limit for ourselves by always growing, evolving. So yes, walk yourself enough, love yourself enough to only walk into rooms and situations where you are feeling loved, cared, and supported. And love yourself enough to walk out of those rooms where you are harmed in any way, be it mental, physical, emotional, any way, social, financial. Bring yourself out of that situation and bring yourself to home. If you think that where will I go, then don't go anywhere, just come back to your home, come back to yourself. You need yourself the most than you need anybody else. Love yourself enough to hold people who harm you accountable for their words and actions. Yes, it is important. It is important to call out people when they say mean things to you, when they act mean with you. Why is it important? Because, first of all, sometimes people do not know and unknowingly they harm you. And when you call that out, they realize that they made a mistake and they apologize, and you get on having a relationship with them which is respecting your boundaries. So here you earned a relationship, but you would not have earned this relationship if you did not have confronted the situation, if you did not have told them, if you did not have called them out. You would not have earned this relationship. At the same time, when you call them out on their bad actions or words, some people do understand that this is a boundary that this person is trying to draw, and some people learn from that, and they just know that they cannot mess with you, they should not mess with you, they should not tell you mean things. It's their conscience that helps them to not do it again. And if someone is not even taking the accountability of hurting you, then those are not the people to live in your life. They are going to stay away. You are going to stay away from them and have the least minimum contact with them if it is really necessary. Otherwise, no, cut them out. It's hard because we live in a collectivist society, collectivist culture, but there is also a lot of toxicity when it comes to collectivistic society, and it's important for us to protect ourselves from these people and these conditions. Love yourself enough to express your wants, your needs, and your desires. So, the things that we discussed before this were the things to protect us. But now we are trying to give ourselves good things as well, apart from protecting us from harmful situations or people. Now we also want to make ourselves feel loved, make ourselves feel happy. So, it's really important for us to express our needs, desires, and wants. Only then can we be happy. Love yourself enough to tell the truth. Love yourself enough to tell the truth. Tell this truth to yourself first. At most of the times, we do not say the truth to ourselves, thinking that this might break my heart. But if that truth saves you from a lot of difficult situations that may come ahead in the future, then it's really important for us to tell ourselves the truth, to have that difficult conversations with ourselves, and make changes or take up take up precautions that can help us navigate that situation. So it's important to tell ourselves the truth and tell others the truth as well. Love yourself enough to keep yourself safe. Love yourself enough to keep yourself safe. You are your own person. Yesterday, I was watching a video of Matthew Hussey where he said that we have given this one human, that is ourselves, to take care of ourselves. And it's our job to take care of ourselves. It's our job to love our human. It's our job to love ourselves. We may like or may not like us depending on our actions, on our accomplishments, and all of those things. But it's our job to love ourselves. It's our job to feel worthy about being ourselves. We are the only reason why we need to love ourselves is that we are born, we are alive, we that should be the sole reason. There should not be any other reason for loving ourselves. It should be unconditional, right? Love should be unconditional. Why do we have to keep a conditional love with ourselves? I love myself only when I accomplish this. I love myself only when I get into a good shape. I love myself only if I have that best job. I love myself only if I'm loved by others. I love myself in spite and despite any of these things. I love myself even when nobody loves me. That's a very brave and powerful thing to do, to love ourselves even if nobody else does. And we are brave, we are powerful. We will do that for ourselves. We will love ourselves. Even if it means that we are the only person who loves us, we will take care of ourselves and we will love ourselves. Love yourself enough to say enough is enough when enough has become enough. And a love like this moves the mountains. A love like this moves the mountains. Don't you think so? Let me know in the comments, how do you practice self love? What do you do to keep yourself feeling loved? How do you define self love? How did you define self love before we discussed this? And let me know if you agree with the definition of self love that we just discussed today. So, with this, I'm going to wrap up our video, and in the next video, we are going to discuss a new thing, new way of nourishing ourselves so that we can love ourselves even more. So I hope you have a great day, full of self love, full of taking care of yourself, and let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.